fishes. It is the first video of the new year. However, I have not done my first mani of the new year. You guys will be seeing that later this week. Saturday. Yeah? Anywho. I did this mani back in December and I saved it for now. I am using some striping tape and I'm going to be doing a half French, half leopard print design on my middle finger and index, or not index finger, my middle finger and ring finger. So I'm using the striping tape to put down the center of my nail, a little off center of the center of my nail because I want it to be like right half and half, like exactly half and half. And though that it was still a little like crooked situation, we did have some problems with this mani. We did. But anywho, I have my glitter in my French dip tray and I'm going to be only doing half a nail at a time. So I'll be painting on my dip base, and then I'm going to be dipping at a, not really at an angle, but slightly at an angle to get the right smile line that I want. And see, you'll just see me just push my nail in there until I get it to the like height that I want the French tip to be. And then I'm going to leave it sitting there for just a couple of seconds. Make sure my finger is all the way pointed down and tap off the extra. And then I'm going to pour clear over the rest of the wet area. And I'm going to do this twice, do 2 layers of it. And this video will not really have a conclusion to it because my phone died right at the end. So you'll get to see everything getting done, but literally as I pulled my hand, I think it was like as I pulled my hand out of the light or drew the last line on, my phone died and I didn't realize it. And so yeah, there won't be a conclusion. You'll just hear me say bye and it'll go to the pictures of the final product that I created. So on my ring finger, I am doing the same thing as my middle finger, but the opposite sides. So on my middle finger, I did the right side of my nail French tip. So on my ring finger, I'm going to do the left side French tip. And then I'm doing, again, 2 layers of this. And you guys will get to see this monstrosity of a time that I had with creating the line situation down the middle of my nail. It was a mess, but I was just glad that my phone didn't die in the middle of the mess. It decided to die after the good stuff, you know? So, anywho, I hope all y'all's New Year's is going good so far. This is my first video of the new year, first upload. I'm pretty excited. I did love this mani, and I've got some good things coming for y'all this year already. I've got some tricks and plans up my sleeve, and my next video is going to be pretty exciting one for me. I hope you guys are excited too for me, but anyways, I won't give too much away with that. If you follow my Instagram, you might kind of have an idea of what it'll be about, but anywho, I am removing my tape. I have not activated anything. I just finished dipping the French, and so now I'm going to remove my tape. I'm going to kind of just tap that back and to like give it a good sharp edge, and I'm just using my cuticle tool from Triple D to do, and I'm using what is it? I'm using Mani Boss, the glitter from Mani Boss, but I can't. It was Chill Out, Ice Capades, Love It Frostbite. That's the glitter that I'm using on the fringe tip, is Love It Frostbite. Okay, so there you'd see me kind of trying to replace the tape, and it just wasn't working because it just wasn't working. So I got some wall safe scotch tape that I had, and I placed that on the part of my nail that already has that's already done, because I wanted something there to protect it from getting, since we're doing a solid color on the other side, I didn't want there to be a chance for me to get base on the already finished side and then like have it transfer over and have a whole mess going on and be contaminated and all the stuff. So I put tape down on the already completed side. No, it's not activated yet. It was fine. To protect it, and then I went in on the other side of my nail, and I've been doing Chill Out on that side. Also from Manny Boss, the winter collection, or the holiday collection. I used these, used these powders all December long, pretty much. I had quite a few videos last month with these liquids, and I don't regret it. I love them. The dip powders are awesome from Manny Boss. And clearly we know that that is my obsession of liquids currently. And I don't think that will be changing anytime soon. Still love Virgo and Jim. Still love them. I will be still using them. But Manny Boss is like chef's kiss all the way. Love it. And so I'm doing 2 layers of Chill Out on those nails as well. And then I'm going to be, I took off my tape. I'm going to be clear capping those and everything. I'm going to be pouring over because it's like, you know, half glitter, half solid. So I'm going to be pouring over for the encapsulation of those 2 nails. And then on my thumb, I believe I'm going to show you guys a full-on better one of that. On my index finger, I am just doing a straight-on all glitter nail on that one with Love It Frostbite. And it's just, oh, look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with it. I still love it. I will probably, before winter is over, do a full Frostbite Manny. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And so I'm going to do 2 layers of that. My go-to for any Manny is at least 2 layers. If I feel like it needs more, I'll do more. But 2 layers is my absolute go-to. And so for my thumb, I'm going to be doing a French tip. I'm also doing a French tip on my pinky, but I'm only going to show you my thumb because I felt like it was just easier to show on my thumb than my pinky with the way, I don't know, just my thoughts. So I am literally resting my thumb at the edge of it, of this little thing, and I'm sliding my thumb into the powder until I get that nice smile line, and then I'm stopping, pointing my finger all the way down and tapping off. That way none of the glitter like comes up into the clear. That way you have a better chance of having like a really good smile line. I feel like it's hard. I feel like you could do it, but it's very hard to get a perfect French tip using dip powder in the dipping motion, only because you can't exactly control where every grain of powder goes, if that makes sense. So if you have one little grain out of place, like, you might be able to tell that, and so I feel like it would be hard, but you can get it good enough. And I really liked the way that this came out. And I did have a few little sparse glitters here and there, but I still appreciated it. And I'm doing a second layer of this. And with the second layer, I'm literally just following in and going exactly where that first layer French line is. and then I'm stopping, pulling it out, and that's my second layer. And we are tapping off all the stuff, and I am going to be top coating, and around this area may or may not be where I started to have struggles. So, you know. So on this, I only top coated the French side of my middle finger and ring finger, and I had an idea in my head for that because I was going to leave the other side matte and textured, but then once I started having issues with that said situation, I decided that during one point of filing off what I had done, I also filed off the top coat on the other half of those nails, and then I went in and just top coated them, the whole nail, art and everything included, and did away with the whole textured situation because I was having issues and just wasn't appreciating it. So let's get into that, and let's have some wild, not so fun times. I also should mention that this Mani Boss top coat, and I feel like I've probably said this before. No, I know I've said this before. It dries extremely fast, which to me is good. It can be a good thing, could be a bad thing for you, I don't know. For me, it's awesome because I feel like as soon as I have everything top coated, the second layer, I can just go right to work and start doing dishes, vacuuming, cooking, whatever I need to get done, changing diapers, like whatever. I can jump right in as soon as I'm done with a mani and not have to worry about any problems with it. It's great. So what I'm doing here, this was the first take of this. I'm using my 2-in-1 gel base and top coat from Mani Boss, and I'm drawing a straight line down the center of my nail, and I'm pouring Chill Out over it. And it wasn't like very noticeable or anything, so I decided I would go over it for a second time and pour Chill Out over it. And in between each layer, I'm curing for 30 seconds. That still wasn't doing the stuff, so I decided I'd go over it with white gel polish and pour over, and then things just got really messy. So I decided to file that off as much as I could, and then I created my own color with blue and white and made this baby blue color, and no pouring over, just the color itself. I just did the gel polish color itself that I had made, and I did not pour anything over it, and that was way too thick. I decided to leave it alone for a second, and I'm going to go in with my leopard print design on the side of my nails. And I'm just doing like little C's and dots and full circles, nothing perfect, just misshaped C's and circles and dots. And that's how I do my leopard print. And I'm just using, I really like the way that this baby blue came out. It was just the blue from my gel liner polish that I have and the white, and I was able to make this really pretty color. Don't think it'll ever happen again, but I did it this one time, and I really like the way it came out. I think it didn't go extremely well with it, but it went good enough with it, with the other colors in the mani. But so now our video is getting ready to end here soon, guys. I'm gonna, it's gonna just cut off. I'm going to do the leopard print on my other hand. So the first, or on my other finger, on the first finger I did, it was full speed, or real speed, real time. This one is sped up a little bit. But yeah, and then I'm gonna file off again that line in the center of my nail, and I'm going to redo it. I'm going to file off like as close as I can to my actual, like, the base, and I'm going to file off some of the top coat and just from the other side and redo that too. And so see here, it's just an overall better line. I don't know what happened the first few times, but this one is just way better, way thinner. And this is going to be the end of the videos, guys. So I love y'all. Happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed this crazy video and my chit chat, and let's enjoy the new year together. So I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, bitches.